king, tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. Yeah, you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. Whoa. I can see, I can hear, going crazy by the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. There you are, my hand.
And boom, just like that, it's Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's party time with the Video Bros. I'm one half of that team. I'm Bobby Munson, and the man beside me, the man with the angelic voice, Papa Smokes. And Papa Smokes, we started perfectly because we came in at exactly 4 minutes and 20 seconds. How are you doing, brother?
Ooh, yeah, like the timing and love being here on another Thursday night, Munson. Here we go for Ring Respect Radio. Whoa, let's do it.
You bet, Papa Smokes. It is going to be a trivia night here tonight. So, again, we encourage you in that comment section to get ready, whether you're playing on the YouTube side or the Twitch side. Hopefully, our good friend Ed Fries is going after a belt tonight. Haven't seen the current double champion Jimmy step up here yet, but he could still show up. We're going to wait for a few people to get in. Ed, are you partaking on both sides of the fence or on the YouTube side of the fence? Or what's going on? What a
question! What a question, Munson. It's getting a bit personal, isn't it?
Hey, I mean, we got to ask these questions when we're doing trivia here on the show, Papa. So,
all right,
you bet. But it's gonna be a fun one, Papa Smokes. I didn't give this one any theme. There is no rhyme or reason to tonight's trivia night. I am all over the map. Questions all over the board. From new to old. And speaking of old friends, good friends, amazing friends, it's the other Video Bro, Basser, up in the house.
Yeah, Basser.
Just popping in to say, love you, boys, and peep up. You bet, Basser. Thanks for popping in, my man. I'm assuming you're not playing the game. That's cool. But you know what? We got to go and get ourselves some drinks sometime soon. Let's do up a couple drinks it down here one of these nights, or in the old Amigos joint today. I've heard there's a cool guy that works there. We might stop by and see him sometime. But I'm pumped for this one, Pop Smokes. It's gonna be a good one. Looking forward to it. But let's let everybody know what we've got on the schedule for Ring Respect Radio in the upcoming weeks, because we got the next couple of weeks here booked up and ready to rock. I believe the next Thursday we are going to be bringing back our Viewers' Choice Championship Series. So it'll be a tournament of different professional wrestlers that we choose, whatever theme. We're going to put them together. We're going to let you, the viewers, decide who your Viewers' Choice champion is on that one. So I'll see what kind of theme we can get going for that, but that'll be next Thursday. And I believe it's the Thursday after that, if I'm not mistaken, Papa Smokes. Is that what we decided? We are looking at the 6th of June was what we said. All right.
I believe so.
I'll let you take this one, Papa Smokes. What do we got coming up on the 6th of June?
Oh, are we announcing it to the Ring Respect Nation right now?
Well, of course. They needs to know.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's let them know.
Oh, awesome. Let's do it. Because I already started my research because I'm extra excited about this one. We have Trip to the Territories. Is it episode 4 now coming up?
Number 4.
And it's fourth territory we've done, and we're doing a big one this time too. We've done a couple big ones. This one we're going down to Championship Wrestling from Florida. Promoter Eddie Graham. This is a place that was wild and exciting in its day. Produced so many huge money drawing superstars because the promotion was run so tight and by the book and old school and all that stuff. We're gonna have a great time talking about Florida.
Oh, it's going to be a hell of a time. And yeah, looking forward to that one, Papa Smokes. Actually, I should say I'm corrected. It's technically episode 5, but the 4th territory, because we did have the 2-parter there for Calgary Stampede, which, I mean, what a popular series this has been all across the board. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going into the Florida territory with this one. I've started to do a little bit of checking into it. Need to do my deep dive yet, but I will get there. I will get there well in advance because I want to make sure that I'm prepared. I always love these things too, Pop. Suppose there are some classic matches across YouTube and across the board that you can check out that are available from different people who have restored them. And like you said, they've restored them from old tapes. You can tell the quality isn't quite there, but one of the fun bits is especially when you can get the old-timey commercials that used to exist back in the day that ran around these wrestling promotions.
For sure, and Florida will have a whole bunch of that stuff. I watched a few singular matches, just getting into the mood of it before I start my deep reading or whatever. But I think this is going to be one where we'll want to watch a bunch of matches because there are many famous ones. Perhaps we should watch one along during the episode with the viewers, like we did last time. Give them a little taste instead of us just talking and describing. Have a look at what it looks like.
I love the idea, Papa Smokes. I think that's a fantastic idea, in fact, so we will do that. Looking at it right now, I mean, man, has nobody wanted to participate in trivia? Nobody wants to step it up in trivia? Like, I think, if Ed says that he's participating on both sides at the moment, he could just default take the belts on both sides of the fence here, Papa Smokes. This might be tough.
Are the other trivia players ducking Ed at this point? Because he's pretty good at wrestling trivia. Maybe such a dominant champion from the past, he's getting ducked now.
Yeah, he could be. In fact, a lot of the greats that have played this game before, where are you at? We'll give you a little bit longer to come into the chat here and join us. Otherwise, we will have to get started. We will play through the entire trivia game, and I will still get you to participate there, Papa Smokes. But again, Ed, I'm looking your way, brother. You could be picking up an easy victory here by just participating on both sides. Of course, the current double champion, Jimmy from Jobbed Out Wrestling, haven't seen him yet, so obviously couldn't make it here tonight, and unfortunately, that means he's going to end up vacating those titles. Wouldn't be shocked, though, if we do see an appearance from Dare Amazing yet tonight. We're kind of missing our boy Brian Carter. He's been popping up on Sundays quite a lot there, Papa Smokes, but not so much on the Thursdays. He's usually a little busy with his shoot job there on Thursdays, unfortunately.
Yeah, it happens for sure. And another thing is that it's nice Thursday in the end of May. It's kind of getting nice out. People are busy, leaving, and all that kind of stuff too. But we'll be good. We're going to go through this trivia anyway, and we will have some fun.
Oh, hell yeah, we're going to have some fun. Again, we're going to get you participating, Papa Smokes. Just going to, we'll talk a little bit more about wrestling in the meantime and in between time here. And we got a lot coming up, even on the channel here. Like this weekend, we've, of course, got the Honor Ramble coming up after us. We got Andre and Melball bringing the Japanese wrestling update tomorrow. Then Saturday, it is a packed house of content coming at you on the channel. So I've got my FA Cup watch-along that's going to be taking place early Saturday morning. I believe that kicks off 8 a.m. our time, Papa Smokes, so around 10 a.m. Eastern time. So I will be watching that. It's my team, the team I root for, Manchester United versus Manchester City. It's the derby match for the FA Cup. I don't hold a lot of hopes for my team pulling the victory, but I am still going to be rooting them the entire time because that's what a true fan does. After that, of course, we've got King and the Queen of the Ring coming from the WWE Saudi Arabia. That's going to be airing pretty much shortly after, or maybe just as that FA Cup is coming to an end. So stay tuned. After King and Queen of the Ring is done, you're going to be able to be joining. Ed is going to be hosting along with Mark from Mark Talks Wrestling as well as Ella J. Ella J is going to be the special guest contributor on that show there. With that's going to be a panel to watch. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then at that evening, and I believe that we have marked this one for 8 p.m. Eastern time, it is going to be the Love Your Health mental health awareness special. I'm going to be on there along with a panel of amazing women contributors, including LSJ, Astrid, and Melball Collins that night. So a lot coming at you Saturday. Of course, we got Point of View on Sunday as well as Sunday night. Astrid and Kimmy are going to be doing the AEW Double or Nothing post show. So you're going to want to tune in for that as well. And I believe that we're going to be recording another episode of Killer Cuts here right away. So that should be coming out soon, possibly Monday even. So yeah, a lot coming out from the channel, Papa Smokes. Lots of content all over the board.
Everybody busy. This is good when all of our content creators can be busy working with guests, working with different people, doing all kinds of fun stuff. I love it. I got my favorite shows on OLE. I will be tuning in.
You bet. I don't know, Papa Smokes. I haven't heard back from Ed just yet. Ed hasn't signified whether he's partaking or not. So at the moment, I got nobody partaking. We might default these belts to yourself here, and I'll just get you to answer these questions throughout the show if nobody wants to participate. I mean, it is what it is. We got it. The show must go on if no one wants to partake, or they can hop in later. Oh, Ed's here. He's here. He's just staying silent. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Silent assassin Ed Fries right there. All right. All right, Ed's partaken, but so you'll have a little bit of a challenge against you, Papa Smokes. But I am going to get your involvement here for these ones. We know that Papa Smokes doesn't have YouTube, but Papa Smokes has Twitch. So we will put Papa Smokes on the Twitch side of things here. And Ed, I'm going to put you down on both sides of the fence. Finishing a good. That's a fun ass show, so I don't blame you. Episode of Guys Grocery Games. Check it out. Rock and roll. Love it. Gotta love watching Guy Fieri tell other chefs what to do. It's so much fun.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, I love it. I mean, I respect the hell out of a lot of the people that participate in those shows, and I mean, they do absolute magic with the food that they're working with.
I can't think of too many chefs that would want to be told what to do by Guy Fieri, but it's sometimes forgotten in his appearances that he's a pretty okay chef himself, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure he is. But I mean, he's got some phenomenal chefs that he's friends with that he brings onto these games, these shows, and stuff like that too. And some of the food that they rock out, god damn, it's like I want to try that stuff. I really want to try some of that cooking. I mean, I try doing it myself. I do okay, but I ain't at that kind of level, and I never will be at that kind of level because those are experts, and they're experts for a reason.
Yeah, I ate at his restaurant in Las Vegas, and there's some pretty good stuff on there. It's not like fancy stuff. It's just like down home eating, but everything's of high quality. It was quite good.
Awesome. Well, gentlemen, Ed, Papa Smokes, you are participating. Ed, right now, you're running unopposed on the YouTube side. I haven't seen you come in on the Twitch side, which would make Papa Smokes unopposed on the Twitch side. But
Don't do it, Ed.
Ed, it's up to you, man. You can add in on there on Twitch. Go after the double belts.
I need this win, Ed. Don't do it.
And I just love watching people cook out of a grocery store. Yeah, I mean, the setup is phenomenal. I mean, there's some great episodes there. So, but you know, as I say, the show must go on here, Papa Smokes. We are only so much time that we got here tonight, so we're going to go right ahead and get to those pesky rules, get those out of the way, and see if anybody hops in. If they hop in along the way, hey, participate later. But here are your rules. There's the rules. Number one rule, as always, get Papa Smokes a beer.
Whoa!
Number two, please refrain from looking up the answers. We know that you can go out there, Google them, do all that kind of stuff, but it's fun. Don't go find them. Try to guess. Have some fun. It's all in good fun. Can't stress that enough. Number three, you only have about 60 seconds to spit your answer. Number four, each player will be entitled to one use of a repeat of the question. In the case of an ad break on the Twitch side, a pause will take place to allow the players the opportunity to hear each question. Just shout out to me. Let me know if that happens over on Twitch, that if you are participating on the Twitch side. Number 5, each player is entitled to 1 challenge per game. So if the challenge is accepted, if you don't think that the ruling on a certain question is correct, challenge it. If it is accepted, you will get your challenge back. But however, if your challenge is overruled, you will lose your challenge for the rest of the game. Number 6, feel free to cut chat promos, but be respectful as always. Otherwise, you will get your ass banned from the chat. And number 7, keep it fun and intoxicated, because that's the way we like it here on Ring Respect Radio. All right, it's time for What the Fuck Do We Know About Wrestling? And here we go with question number 1. Ed, Papa Smokes, I got this one for you. In what country were the Mongolian Stomper and Ivan Koloff born? Is it A, the United States of America, B, Mongolia, C, Canada, and D, Russia? Your time starts now. Bob Smokes, I have a strong belief you know the answer to this question.
Yeah, I think I got this one.
All right. We will give Ed the opportunity to throw his answer, at least on the YouTube side, whether he's logging in on Twitch. He's given an answer on YouTube. Ed, are you doing the Twitch thing, or are we ready to reveal? Let me know, sir. I'll give you a few more seconds before we get Papa Smokes' answer and move on from there. But yes, this is a fun little question. I thought, at least anyway, came across this one, thought we'd throw it out there. But all right, it seems like probably, yeah, not for now, just YouTube. Okay, no problem. So we will call it right there. That is the end of that one. I am going to ask you for your answer, Papa Smokes. Where were these two gentlemen born?
Okay, well, I feel like I should know where the Mongolian Stomper was born because he's a big favorite of mine. But luckily, I know that Ivan Koloff is a French-Canadian from Montreal area or Quebec somewhere. So Canada is the answer, I believe.
Papa Smokes, you are 100% correct. Ed, unfortunately, D, Russia was not the answer. Canada was the answer where these two gentlemen were born. So Papa Smokes, even you are on the Twitch side running unopposed right now, but you have the only point to the game at the moment. So look at
My
you
first
leading the
lead.
board.
First time for everything, Munson.
There sure is. Glad you got that opportunity. Here we go. We're going to go on to question number 2. Which legendary wrestler notoriously would demand referees to do a 5 count for his pinfalls? Was it A, Andre the Giant, B, King Kong Bundy, C, the Iron Sheik, or D, Bam Bam Bigelow? And Ed, give me your answer, because I know Papa Smokes is itching to give me the real answer right now as soon as he started snickering at this one.
Ed knows this one for sure, too.
I'm sure he does. I threw a couple of little T-ball ones up in here. I wanted to make sure that there was a couple of ones that everybody knew for sure, or at least had a better shot at.
For sure.
Move from that. But Ed's got his answer in. Papa Smokes hit me with it. Who is the answer to this one?
King Kong Bundy, whatever letter that was.
It was the letter B, just like Ed said over there. So both you guys getting a point on your respected sides. Papa Smokes with 2 points, Ed with 1, but you're running unopposed on the sides that you're on. So nice lead. This is only a 7-point game. So again, Papa Smokes with 2 points. You need 2 more answers correctly, and you're already going to solidify yourself as the Twitch chat champion for the first time ever.
Munson, isn't it kind of funny? We did commentary before this podcast, and you brought up something about a 5 count, didn't you? And I thought of that when you said that. Maybe you already had it on your mind, baby.
Yeah, that's exactly why I did it. I am glad that you caught that, and it was done intentionally for that reason. So thank you for paying attention to that one. But yes, we did do that. I believe that was during the Cannabis Kelly matchup, if I'm not mistaken. There,
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I mean, you had to. Cannabis Kelly's a big man, just like King Kong Bundy, so it fits so perfectly.
No, it was beautiful.
Moving on from there, we've got question number 3. In 2004, Jacqueline made history, becoming the only woman to win the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Who did she defeat to win it? Was it A, Chavo Guerrero Jr., B, Spike Dudley, C, Funaki, or D, Paul London? Your time starts now. I'm pretty sure Ed's going to know this one. I think you'll know this one. Papa Smokes, I know you might be scratching your head a little bit more on this one.
I'm scratching my head on this one. I didn't see this particular match.
For sure. But hold on here. Ed is asking for a repeat. So here we go, Ed. I'm going to give that to you. It's in 2004. Jacqueline made history becoming the only woman to win the WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Who did she defeat? Was it A, Chavo Guerrero Jr., B, Spike Dudley, C, Funaki, or D, Paul London? So, any ideas, Bob Smokes, even for who might have been in the WWE at that time?
Oh, yeah, I didn't consider that everyone might not even have been there at that time. Just one quick informal question. Jacqueline, is that Miss Texas? Like, is that same wrestler? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Miss Jacqueline. It's, she's gone by many various names, but yes.
She's not tall, but she's got big muscles. Hey? Yeah, I remember.
Oh, yeah, tough as nails for sure.
Yeah.
I've got Ed's answer. Looking for yours, Papa Smokes, on this one. Your best guess.
Okay, I'm imagining that she's a baby face, defeating and kind of humiliating a heel. And so I'm going to go with Spike Dudley on that, I guess.
Fair enough. Now, Spike Dudley was in the company at this time. In fact, he was a Cruiserweight champion in around this time. Not the case, though. She actually beat Chavo Guerrero Jr. for that belt.
What?
Yes,
Wow.
Chavo Guerrero Jr. did the job for Jacqueline that night, and when she made history. Ed got this one right, so Ed rocking 2 points over the YouTube side. Papa Smokes representing the Twitch side, also with 2 big points here. And gentlemen, for the total bragging rights at the end of the night, you guys are tied right now, so we'll see how this one pans out as we move along. 3 down, 4 more to go. And again, both you running out of posts, so 2 more points on either side of the fence, and we have solidified our champions. Go to question number 4. What was the original name of World Class Championship Wrestling? Papa Smokes, I hope you know this one after our first trip through the territories.
Me too.
Is it A, Championship Wrestling, B, Worldwide Wrestling, C, Southwest Wrestling, or D, Big Time Wrestling? Your time starts now.
Oh, God.
Assuming Papa Smokes doesn't even need the 60 seconds, I will wait for Ed's answer to come on in, and we can go right over to you, Papa Smokes. But I know when I was
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
No.
Oh, and look at this. Ed's coming to oppose you on the Twitch side. He's rocking the Twitch side now. Oh, he's coming for both belts. He's coming for them both.
I'll get you for this, Ed.
All right. Well, his answers are in on the Twitch side of things. Papa Smokes, your best guess. A, B, C, or D, or do you need a repeat of those?
No. I'm going to go with Big Time Wrestling.
Big Time Wrestling. Ed went with A, Championship Wrestling. And I got to say, Papa Smokes with the win on that one. It was Big Time Wrestling. So Papa Smokes holding 3 points strong over on the Twitch side. And on Twitch, you can only look to maybe tie if you get the next 3 on Twitch correct, and Papa Smokes misses them all. So we'll see. Otherwise, Papa Smokes, you could solidify this for yourself. Ed's still rocking and rolling over on the YouTube side. It's going to be hard to catch him over there. But moving right along, we have got question number 5. This one comes to us in the world of music. Which band performed the Monday Night Raw theme live in 2002? Was it A, Limp Bizkit, B, Saliva, C, the Union Underground, or D, Motorhead? Your time starts now. And Papa Smokes, I know maybe this one might ring a bell. I'm not sure how well you were at that music stuff for that. So
yeah, I think I have an educated guess for this one. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, I'm going to get that educated guess from you because Ed has given his answers both on YouTube and Twitch already.
Ed's fast. Oh my God. Okay, I think it's Saliva.
It's a very good guess, and you were unfortunately incorrect. And Ed picking up the points for both sides of the fence. It is the Union Underground with the song Across the Nation that they performed live on WWE Raw. So now we've got Pop Smoke sitting at 3 points on Twitch, Ed with 1, Ed with 3 over on the YouTube side of things. And we are now 5 questions in, 2 more questions. No, wait, 3 more questions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bobby, learn to count. There's 8 questions on the show here tonight. So ignore everything I've been saying all the way through and go from there. None of the others did a Raw theme. Yes, that is correct. They have done some sort of music for the WWE at some point in time, but never a Raw theme. Only the Union Underground held that.
Okay, I never heard of them.
Yeah, they all did wrestlers' themes. They really didn't have much. They were kind of that early 2000s band that had a little notoriety from an opening stage act on Ozzy's Ozfest tour at the time. And then from there, they did the Raw theme, but they only really had the one successful album right at the start, and then it kind of dwindled off from there. I think the band eventually split up, and they never really realized any full potential of what they could do anyways.
And Motorhead's played live on Raw for Triple H, and possibly even at a WrestleMania, right?
Mania, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Limp Bizkit notoriously has done a couple of WrestleManias where they've played live as well, too. So.
Oh, really?
Yes, they have. Yeah. Fred Durst and the boys have actually played at 2 WrestleManias before.
Gross.
Gross, it says. Yeah. They're also out there still making music today, so believe it or not.
Yeah, it's all about the nookie, Munson.
It really is. Yeah, keep Ron rolling.
Yeah, right. That was Undertaker's theme for a short time, wasn't it?
No, he had the American Badass from Kid Rock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Ed saying Lemmy forgot the words to his own songs at Manias. Yeah, well, Lemmy was probably also 3 bottles of Jack into the night by the time he got to perform at WrestleMania.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
Lemmy is a god. Let's just say. Yeah. Oh, Ed, okay, he did have Roland too. Oh, man, I feel bad for Taker having to deal with that. I mean, I'll admittedly say I listened to Limp Bizkit at the beginning, but by the time they started rolling, I started tuning out.
Well, the singer's dad was one of the big executives at like Warner Brother Music or something, wasn't it? And the kid just said, "Dad, I want a hit band." And, okay, son, all right.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, he was kind of a tattoo artist, I think, and then kind of threw his demo tape the way of the boys at Korn. Korn kind of put them in front of Roadrunner, I believe, which kind of kicked them off at the start. So, but I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. I never listened to that shit. Yeah, right. Of course I do. Anyway, next question. Let's not go deep into the bad music that Bobby still owns.
No. No.
Next question in the world of trivia. Who held the North American heavyweight title the most prior to the original shutdown of Stampede Wrestling? Was it A, the Mongolian Stomper, B, Bret Hart, C, Bad News Allen, or D, Leo Burke? Your time starts now. Papa Smokes, I see you digging a little deep on this one. I bet you have an idea, but it's not a for sure, is it?
No, it isn't. You can see the furrowed brow, can't you? By trying to think here about. Ooh, I think this might be a bit of a trick question, Munson. You trying to trick us a little bit?
I'm throwing it out there, see what happens from it. Ed's, in fact, giving me 2 completely different answers, one on Twitch and one on YouTube.
Yeah.
Papa Smokes, it's your turn now.
He's in the same boat as I am. He's going to just try and cover the bases.
He is trying to. But go ahead. Give us your answer.
I'm going with Bad News Allen.
Bad News Allen would be a great selection. It's, in fact, who Ed picked over on the YouTube side. But where he is going to pick up the point is on the Twitch side, where he went with the Mongolian Stomper, who had held it 5 times prior to the original shutdown of Stampede Wrestling.
Damn, for a Stomper fan, I don't know many of his factual facts. I better get on that.
Yeah, maybe we need to do a whole Stomper episode one of these times. We could, talk all about the Mongolian Stomper. We could talk some Stomping Tom Connors, whatever floats our stomping boots that night.
Wow.
Stomping Tom Connors. I mean, how many of our listeners are ever going to know who that is? I know you know who that is, Papa Smokes, but I highly doubt a lot of the viewers know who that is.
Bud the Spud. What a song.
Yeah. Things were always good at the good old hockey game. That's for sure.
For sure.
All right. We got 2 more questions left in the world of trivia, and then we can, afterwards, we'll just do some shooting the shit before we end the show here tonight. So the second to last question, which Lucha Libre legend, masked legend, starred in several 1950s action movies? Was it A, El Muscolo, B, El Santo, C, Mil Mascaras, or D, Mil Mertes? Your time starts now. I can tell you know. Papa Smokes. I'm sorry. I had to throw that in there. I knew
That's
that would
awesome.
make you pop.
For sure. I'm laughing at that a whole bunch.
All right. I've got Ed's answers and Pop Smokes. I don't even care if I give this away, but I hope you're not picking El Muscolo on this one.
I want to just for laughs, but I know that it was Santo.
It was Santo, in fact. Yes, B is the correct answer. Pop Smokes and Ed both picking up points on both sides, which means with a 4-point, hold on here. No, we can still force a tie on Twitch, but as he's running unopposed, go to the last question. We can announce it right now. The new YouTube chat champion of the world, Ed Fries. Oh, man, sorry. My voice. Whoa. Way to go, Ed. But you can still force a tie on the Twitch side here if Pop Smokes misses and you hit this final question. So we shall see. We shall see with the final question of the night. The final question of the night. Oh, hold on here. Sorry, gentlemen. What name did The Undertaker first use in professional wrestling? Was it A, The Punisher, B, Texas Red, C, Mean Mark, or D, The Master of Pain? Your time starts now. Papa Smokes, I don't know. Do you know this one for sure, or is this one a little bit more on the difficult side?
No, I think I know it, but I also think that he's used all those names at some point, hasn't he?
As in fact, yeah. Yeah, that's why I threw him in there.
That muddies it slightly, but I still think I know.
You bet. I've got Ed's answer on both sides of the fence here, Papa Smokes. I'm going to get your answer now. Who do you think The Undertaker originally went by?
I think they first had him going as Texas Red.
And Texas Red is the answer. B is the answer. That would mean Ed solidifies 5 points on YouTube. He doesn't kick up one on Twitch, but Papa Smokes picks up one for 5 points, and your new Twitch chat champion of the world, Papa Smokes. Woo! There's the chain. Yeah, Papa Smokes, new Twitch chat champion of the world. Woo! You did it, Papa Smokes. Victory.
I can't believe it. I could never have done it without Ed letting me win.
There you go. He teed you up for the first couple, so you got past it.
Oh, Ed's so good at this trivia. I love it.
Yeah, he really is. Glad you participated, Ed, as well, too. It's always a blast.
Yeah.
I think we got to get a little bit more people excited to get in here and join us for the next trivia chat. I know we've been trying to do them once a month for a while now, but I think to pick up momentum, maybe we'll let trivia breathe for a little bit longer this time. Maybe we'll give people till maybe the end of summer. Maybe we'll do something in around, right under the August era. Maybe we'll give it a couple of months with a little breathing time before we go ahead with that part anyway. But you know what, Papa Smokes, seeing as we're just kind of, shooting the shit, having some fun here on Ring Respect Radio, why don't we bring in a friend of ours to the chat? I'm just going to do the setup here so that he can actually come in. Just give me 1 second here. Shit, I don't remember what I'm doing with these things. There we go. Duplicate. There we go. Bobby knows buttons eventually if you give him some time. All right, now for a proper introduction, it's the new YouTube chat champion of the world, OLED Ed Fries in the house. Ed, how are you doing?
Hello. Figured I'd jump in while we're just going to shoot the shit until Honor Ramble starts.
Yeah,
for sure.
give them we always make way for them, give them a little bit of time, but we figured why not? How are you doing, Ed? Thank you for joining in, and
Feel a little bit better. A little bit better.
that's good to hear. Yeah, unfortunately, you weren't there Tuesday night for taking over, but Jose was able to step in, did a great job.
Smooth sailing on Tuesday. Did you notice how smooth sailing it was on Tuesday night without me in there?
I mean, if you mean that the show got cut down by about like 40% of time.
Now, just so we're clear, me and Ashford have been hitting just over an hour for the last 3 weeks.
I know. I'm just busting your balls. That's all it is. No, I mean, they did a great job, but I mean, you can't take away from the chemistry that you and Ashford have on Tuesday nights at all.
No, it's a bunch of fun on Tuesday nights with me and Ashford. The funny thing is, we still had the exact same banter in the Discord that we normally do.
Yeah.
We message each other back and forth throughout the whole show, laughing at things. Oh, Booker T is just. Oh.
Well, tell us. He's just what?
So Dante Chen made his triumphant return and I say triumphant, not being sarcastic. He actually had a huge reaction from the NXT crowd. He's been working Level Up for the last 6 months, and he had a very loud chant behind him in that building. People were excited to see him. And Booker T, for the life of me, kept saying Chin Men. And I'm like, Booker, as a black man who's been on screen in WCW and WWE for the use of the N-word, you really don't understand how, racism works here. Like, his name is Dante. If you can't do Chen and Chin properly, just go with Dante. He has a first name. It's not like his only name is Chen.
Yeah.
But Booker got a Booker,
Booker is Booker. He does what Booker wants.
At one point, Vic Joseph asked him a question and said, "No, don't answer that. I don't want you to get in trouble with your wife." Legitimately, Vic asked him the question, realized it wasn't a good idea, and stopped it before Booker could answer the question again.
Wait, hold on here. Is NXT pre-taped?
That one was.
So they have time in post to make sure these things aren't being said, and they're like, "Fuck it. Let's go with it."
I mean, at the end of the day, Chin Man, while sounding racist, isn't necessarily racist. Especially with Booker T's drawl, you don't know if he's actually saying Chen or Chin. But it was close enough that even Vic Joseph was concerned and brought it to his attention.
Oh,
Chen, not Chin, Booker. And Booker's like, "Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying." And then he kept saying it.
Oh,
I'm just
my.
but this is what Booker does. You can't go back in post and have Booker fix things.
No.
Yeah. And Booker's not going to, I don't think Booker stays in Florida long enough to have them redo things like this.
He gets to drop in.
He runs Reality of Wrestling. He runs his own wrestling promotion in Houston.
Yeah.
He can't stick around Florida because they run weekly events.
I've actually watched a little bit of Reality of Wrestling, and it can be good. It can be good.
It's a fun show. I watched the Battle Royal they had a few weeks ago on their YouTube channel. It's good quality content on Thursday night when YouTube content used to be scarce on a Thursday night, and the only thing that people would broadcast about a Thursday night are these two idiots with beards on a Thursday night. I once got in trouble for saying that the only good thing to watch on Twitch and YouTube on a Thursday night is Reality of Wrestling. And some people that the three of us all know did not appreciate that was my idea of what a good Thursday night was. And we'll leave it at that to figure out who it might be.
Yeah.
I think we can all guess. We don't have to guess real hard, but there were some people who weren't happy with the idea that that's what I thought a good Thursday night was.
Yeah. you know, we gotta be upset and disappointed because that damn cowardly Uncle Howdy is just taking over the airwaves here tonight over on the Twitch side of things. He just sneaking in on a Thursday, taking our time slots away, taking away from all of us hard workers out there by interrupting broadcast and doing his spooky dooky shit and dropping clues as to him showing up on Saturday morning.
You guys also got something else going on here that's just driving viewers away from you. You've got right now Joe Gacy is facing Javier Bernal, big body Javi, our personal friend who gave a wonderful happy birthday to Astrid a year or so ago.
Yeah.
And they're playing Curtis Angel against Johnny Maivia in 5-Star Wrestling.
Wow.
And if anybody who doesn't know, 5-Star Wrestling is one of the worst wrestling games ever created. And it was a ripoff of WWE where all of the characters are essentially the WWE superstars with different names.
I love it. Why not? I mean, why not? Just everything's just a copy of a copy these days anyway.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited. Tomorrow night in East Boston, the great people of Chaotic have another great show going on. I wish I would have gotten tickets, and I would have tried to figure out how to get there had I known what the Panoptic Championship match was going to be ahead of time. Because one of my favorite AEW people, who's no longer with AEW, was coming on down for a shot, and if I had known, I would have made sure I got there. Sonny Kiss is coming in to do a show with Chaotic Wrestling, and I would have been in heaven watching Sonny Kiss take on Paris Van Dam. That would have been fun for me. I would have thoroughly enjoyed that. So enjoy it from the comfort of my own home on Twitch. Go ahead and watch it that way. But I really wish I could have been live for that one. They have a battle royal for the #1 contender. They got Brad Cashew coming back after his injury. I call him the Peanut Man.
Well, and again, live on, like you say, live on Twitch. So, I mean, anybody who has not checked out Chaotic Wrestling, go check them out, follow, even throw them a subscribe on the Twitch side of things. I mean, they're giving you professional wrestling live and for free right on their channel. So show them some love and support. Some great work that they do as well, too. Absolutely love what they're putting on there at Chaotic. So I will get around to watching that.
It's so interesting to watch an independent promotion putting on such. You guys have both watched shows from them. The camera work, the money that they throw into these shows. While the venues might not all be top notch, they're good venues. You know, don't get me wrong, they're great venues. But I mean, they sink their money into making sure that people around the world who want to watch their content have the ability to watch great content.
Yeah.
They have, you guys know Rich Uccino doing the not the play-by-play, the ring announcing.
Mm-hmm.
I know Rich Palladino doing the ring announcing. They've got 2 great announcers on the call every week. Just fantastic stuff. Can't wait to watch it. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, I mean, again, like indie wrestling doesn't have to be looked at in a way that it's like it's bad production or anything like that. There's some phenomenal content out there, and a lot of great wrestlers as well that haven't been seen yet that people can check out and watch the rise of them before they get to those places. And Chaotic is a great opportunity to be able to do that out.
I mean, you guys run cameras for indie shows, so you know how hard working that has to be to be able to catch the action that you need to catch and be able to do it. And for a promotion like that, with the buildings that they operate, having that one steady cam along with two ringside cameras, and not to mention photography at ringside as well. Like, it's old school WWF, it's old school WCW. They got people doing actual, like, regular photography ringside, as well as, doing the stuff to put the show on for Twitch, having some great people out there, and booking some of the best New England talent in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
getting women on those shows, like everywhere on these shows, they're putting their women out there, whether it be in intergender matches, whether it be in championship opportunities. Unfortunately, Shannon got herself hurt, so she's no longer the New England champion.
Yeah.
But they don't mind putting women in the prime spotlight. They don't mind putting women on their shows, where a lot of places, like you guys talk about how hard it is to find great Canadian women wrestlers to be able to put on
Mhm.
these shows, because you'd love to put on more women's shows.
Yeah.
But Zoe Sager and Taryn from accounting can only work so many shows in a weekend.
And everybody
Yeah.
wants them on their shows.
Yeah, they're in demand out here too, and for those girls being out in Alberta, I think it's more profitable financially and work wise to go west to Vancouver and Seattle and all that kind of area to work, because it's just a bigger population. If they're going to go the other way, they got 6 hours to Saskatoon and then 8 hours to Winnipeg, and then nothing after that for a long way. So, I mean, look at it in that. We're lucky to get who we do, I think.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah. And speaking on talking about the hard work that goes into cameras, I don't know about you, Pop Smokes, but I can tell you my body's starting to fall apart over all the years of doing camera work at ringside. I got an arm that when you twist it like this sounds like a cement mixer, and I'm pretty sure that my knee is starting to give way on me. I'm going to be wearing a knee brace before long down at ringside.
Well, when we used to have those bigger cameras when we first started Munson, they were pretty heavy, and I would you're in the same position holding that damn thing, and it was just kind of the neck and the shoulder and everything on that side. And now it's 3 hours, and I'm just thinking, fuck, we got to get done this show. And you put it down, and your arm kind of comes back up here again because it's so used to just holding the thing in one spot.
Well, and I don't know how.
We got to funnel some money into PPW here to get you guys some good cameras. Some
small
cameras like what Chaotix got.
No, we need to funnel some money into PPW to hire some professional camera guys so that Papa Smokes and I could do live commentary instead.
Yeah.
There's that too. You could do that as well.
Yes, the old video bros. We need some young blood down at ringside, because eventually, we're not going to be able to stand much longer. If I keep tripping over ring parts and barriers and all this shit to get out of the way of these incredible wrestlers and stuff like that, I don't know how much longer my 41-year-old body's going to hold up.
I got a question for you, and it's a legitimate question I should probably ask off the air, but I'm going to ask it on the air because it's a whole lot more fun.
Why not?
Have you guys ever looked into universities in Saskatchewan and doing some kind of internship where you bring in film students from some kind of a university over in Saskatchewan and you give them the opportunity to go ahead and edit and go ahead and cut some of these matches and photograph these matches and do things like that and see if they can earn college credits that way in their film courses or things like that?
It's a thought. I know it hasn't been looked into necessarily. I think the biggest thing that we look at right now is just in terms of keeping it kind of tight knit for who is at ringside, who is involved backstage. The difference maker is when you start to bring in just camera people, and a lot of promotions do, and they do great work, is that none of them have actually gone in there and ever even felt what a bump is like. Papa Smokes and I both at some point in time have had a bump here and there. We've been shown a thing or two. We haven't been trained, but we've been shown, a bump or two at times. So we understand what the guys are doing. They, as a result of us being back there for so long, they trust us a little bit more at this point too. So it's a tight-knit family thing that we're trying to keep. And I think that's a lot of the reason at the moment. But as we get bigger, and it's kind of hard to always keep things the exact same. So change may be needed down the road.
The more things change, the more they stay the same, right, man?
You bet. But we are coming closer to the top of the hour, so I think we are going to go ahead and start making way for our good friends over the honor round. Well, Auntie Collins, and I believe Kyle Sparks is there again tonight. So, in fact, he is there tonight. So again, Kyle Sparks is going to be back. I'm sure it will be 2 hours.
He plugs in before the show starts.
2 hours of absolute fun and excitement.
2 hours. Is it a short show tonight?
Oh, two to 2.5 guaranteed, and it will involve a lot of, I'm sure, laughing and a lot of things that don't have anything to do with what went on Ring of Honor tonight. But
Kyle was tweeting about the AWA World Championship run of Rick Martel tonight, and I don't know what the fuck he needed to be mentioned.
What?
I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Rick Abani dropped a Rick Martel AWA Championship run in his commentary tonight. And I'm like, why does it matter? Rick Martel's not even on Ring of Honor.
It doesn't matter. Rick and Bonnie, tell it how it is.
Oh, the golden boner himself.
Yeah.
I think there might have been just an anniversary of Martel's reign or something like that, because I saw a few postings on Twitter recently as well. That was in my heyday of watching that too. I watched Bockwinkel as the champion that couldn't be pinned for a few years, and then finally Martel got him, and he's not thought of as a great AWA champion, but he was the brightest baby face they had for a while there. And as the company was kind of dwindling out, Rick did his best for sure. Before he was the model, of course.
Yeah, well before the model.
God bless Ian Riccaboni for name dropping the Rick Martel AWA World Title run. Martel held the title for 595 days from May of 1984 to December of 1985. Only Nick Bockwinkel and Vern Gagne held the title longer.
Wow.
Vern Gagne with that Roman Reigns run of 2,000 days as AWA World Champion.
Yeah. So, I mean, on top of the hilarity you get with Honor Ramble, that's the thing. Kyle Sparks is an encyclopedia. He digs deep and he gives you stats. So, if you want to find out all the stats.
He's busy on Thursday nights and he doesn't show up in these parts. Because nobody would win. If Kyle Sparks was in here, nobody would win.
Yeah.
Kyle Sparks would be Roman Reigns of this bitch, man.
Oh, I'm sure he would be.
That title.
I mean, he's sitting there. He knows everything. He's got every bit of the catalog memorized from ROH. He knows the statistics of how long the ring time's been on every episode, the average match length, all this kind of stuff. The man is amazing to listen to in that sense, and a lot of hilarity will be had. But, you know, in the meantime and in between time, we're going to throw that up there. Ed, tell the good people what you got coming up and where they can find you.
You can follow me on Twitter, EdFries12584. You can follow me on the Twitch, twitch.tv/EdFries2002. Most importantly, just remember that I will be attempting to anchor the chaos that is the Saudi show this weekend with the great Ella J, the queen of our ring, and, well, the dunce of the ring, Mark Talks Wrestling over there. They'll be going ahead and joining me as we talk all things king and queen of the ring. The Saudi shows aren't great. They're blood money shows, but you know what? The WWE shows, we got to kind of cover them every now and then. So we'll have some fun talking about the wrestling in the ring. We'll try to remember how awful these things are outside the ring. And, you know, let's pray that Mark Shapiro doesn't get his way and that this contract isn't extended and embraced like Mark Shapiro wants to do. That motherfucker wants to bring Mania to Saudi Arabia. I cannot imagine the outrage.
Oh, boy.
WC is going to have if they fucking try to put a Saudi Royal WrestleMania out there.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
So, quick question from the guy that doesn't watch much WWE. Do those Saudi shows, does what happens on them fit into the rest of WWE canon, so to speak?
Yep.
Okay.
In fact, especially with this weekend, because they just announced today that the winners of the King and the Queen of the Ring now will get a championship opportunity as a result of those wins, which they haven't done in quite a long time.
Do they get their own Royal Rumble, and does that guy, the winner of that, get a title shot?
No, they haven't. They only did that the one time with the Greatest Royal Rumble or whatever it was, and it didn't really have any bearing on it. That was the one and only time that happened. But yeah, the rest of the stuff now over the last while has been kind of regular pay-per-view style, where it does play into the regular bearings of their day-to-day.
Okay.
Stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
They're essentially a bot show that WWE's kind of filtered their storylines through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Logan Paul loves taking his Saudi paychecks, that's for sure.
I'm not taking no Saudi paycheck. I mean, I say that. No, I won't. I won't take the Saudi paycheck.
Hey, Logan Paul's taking that paycheck, and he's taking a main event spot while he's at it once again.
Logan Paul owns Prime. That man will take money from anybody.
Sign him up. He'll take it all. But he's going to take a world title shot at Cody Rhodes while he's at it too. But
hey, I mean, Logan Paul is king of these fucking Saudi show world championship opportunities. Don't forget, he had a banger with Roman Reigns a couple of years ago at Crown Jewel.
He really did. He did. He holds his own against the big boys, that's for sure.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
But when these shows bring in like a $10 billion over 10 years, like, I mean, they don't need TV deals with these Saudi shows. Like, these Saudi shows are so big that they don't even need TV deals. Like, that's how astronomical the blood money is at these Saudi shows.
Sounds to
These
me
Saudi
like
shows make WWE enough money that they could pay for Papa Smoke's ticker.
I was just gonna say he takes it away from me. I'm getting all geared up for it. I'm getting all geared up to say that I
That
need
was
Saudi
beautiful.
money to pay for that damn ticker right there, Papa Smokes. Let him know where you're at.
That was absolutely beautiful. All right, with my blood money ticker, I can be found on Elon Musk's Free Speech Wonderland, also known as X, at smokes_papa. I'm also on Twitch at papa_smokes_.
There you go. That's where you can find Papa Smokes. That's for myself, Bobby Munson. On the X, I'm Real Bobby Munson. Instagram and Threads, Video Pros SK. At Twitch, at VideoPro_Bobby Munson. You're going to be able to find me this weekend on Saturday doing the FA Cup watch along. We'll see about the Saudi show. Maybe. I don't know about that. I might sit that one out. I will watch it, though. And then later that night, I am going to be there with Ella J. Ashford and Melball Collins as we bring you Love Your Health, mental health awareness special, and back with you guys Sunday on Point of View. And remember, next Thursday night, myself and Papa Smokes bringing you our Viewer's Choice Chat Champion. So get ready for that. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us. Take care, everybody. We will see you in a week's time.